Hi guys, I'm Ember. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time. So today we're going to be looking at what lessons or secrets are being revealed. And this is your first card for pile 1. This is your second card for pile 2. And this is your third card for pile 3. So take your time, go to whatever one you feel intuitively called to. I'll give you guys a couple seconds to choose, and then I'll see you guys on the other side. Hi, Pile 1. Welcome to your reading. So today we're looking at what secrets and lessons are being revealed. So I did secrets here and then lessons here. So for your first card, we have trust. It's kind of hard to see, but there it goes, trust. We have the wildling. We have hidden depths. Something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. We have 2 moon soul. We have 50 spirit of the river, movement towards adventure. And we have 15 message in a bottle. We have, for your lessons being revealed, we have a sorry, did I say abandoned? I meant static. It's hard to see, sorry guys. Static. We have trust. We have magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. We have 40, sorry guys. 40, water element sensing. We have 57, unmarked trail revelation. And we have why. So, okay. First of all, when I was tapping into this energy, there's so much water energy and so much, like we have spirit of the river, we have water element sensing, we have moon and soul, which is all about water and Cancer, and we have message in a bottle, which is in the sea. We have hidden depths. I mean, it's kind of, honestly, it's really interesting. I really get the sense that you guys are diving really deep into your subconscious. You have, for your secret, you have a bunch of water, which water always represents the subconscious, and it always represents hidden depths and represents things that are coming to light that have been hidden from you, that have been hidden from you maybe your whole life. And then for your lessons, we also have water as well. So for the secrets that are being revealed, I think it's interesting that we have trust here and trust here. So there is an element in both the secret and the lessons that you're learning how to trust. Trust is a big one. You're learning about how to trust yourself above all else. I think that you have a hard time trusting other people, or can't. Some of you have a hard time trusting other people. You have a certain amount of trust. You have trust with the people that you know are safe. So I'm not saying you don't trust everybody. It's just people that are strangers, you have a hard time trusting is kind of what I'm getting. And you only show people like the hidden depths of you to people that you feel like are safe, because you have a lot of layers to you. You guys are very deep. There's a lot going on subconsciously. It's just like the message that I'm getting the most. There's something coming up that you guys need to heal. The secret that's being revealed, it feels like something that's been hidden from you, a memory, a belief system, something, maybe wounding of some type is coming up and being revealed, and the lesson is healing it. So it's very connected. When I was tapping into your pile at the beginning, I felt a lot of fear and a lot of pain. I kind of get. I was trying to figure out if it was mine or if it was yours. I have my own stuff going on, so I don't want to like put my own shit in it, and that's why I have to ask, like, is it mine or is it theirs? And I keep hearing that it's yours. I think there's a mosquito in here. Sorry guys. I'm like, whoa, that's interesting. Well, I just got another message. There may be someone around you that is like sucking the life out of you. That's a message that I got right now, because I saw that mosquito. It came right into my face, and I was like, whoa, that's interesting. There's a lesson. The lesson that you're partly learning is about how to walk through things when someone hurts you, or when someone shows their true colors to you. It's not, you're learning about how not to repaint the colors that they show you, and you're learning about how to move through it and let it go, and also how to stand in integrity. It can be really hard when we have had relationships in the past, even with our parents, where we relied on our parents for survival, right? This is kind of what I'm getting. We relied on our parents for survival. And also there's a lot of confusion. It's very hard for me to channel right now. It's very interesting. Sorry, so if I'm a little bit stumbly and I take a little bit more time, please bear with me, guys. We create relationships with our parents. And sometimes when you have a parent or a guardian or somebody that's influencing your life when you're younger that gave you one thing, but like, let's say it was superficial. Like, let's say they loved you, but it was all on the pretense that you had to earn it. Or it was all on the pretense of like I love you on the surface and then I'm going to dagger you underneath. I kind of get the sense that there may have been a parental figure in your life that looked a certain way, maybe really cared about appearances. That's kind of what I'm getting. Maybe you had a person in your life when you were a child that cared a lot about appearances and didn't really care about the reality of things. Could have been narcissistic, could have been emotionally codependent. That's kind of what I'm getting. It's very painful. It's hard for me to talk about, and I think it's hard for you to look at. I think looking at our wounding from our parents is probably one of the hardest things we ever have to do if we have wounding from our parents, and I think a lot of us do. This why question is really standing out to me, and it's the only one in orange. You see how everything else is like blue, and then we have we have purple here, and then we have blue and green, like a lot of blue and green, but this is the only orange card we have, and it's bright and sunny, and it says why. It's like, why did I have to go through those things? Why do I act in certain ways now, and how does it connect back to my past? And why do I have to go through this? That's kind of what I'm getting. Why do I have to move through this? Why does this have to be a thing? I think some of you are very tired of learning a certain lesson. I think a lot of you are learning a lesson over and over again, and that's the thing. It's like, I've had to learn the lesson of I don't need to rely on others for external validation, especially men. And I've learned that lesson over and over and over again, and it needs to happen that way because it's a process and it's not like a one and done thing, especially if you have wounding. Like, I have wounding with my father so very much, and I have abandonment wounds, and I never got the love that I was seeking the way that I feel like I deserved or that I should have gotten at all. Like, it was not good at all. There was sexual abuse and other things, but my point is that I didn't get the love that I deserved, and I blamed it on myself. And I think that one of the things that the secrets that are being revealed and one of the lessons that is being learned is that you were not maybe loved in the way that you deserve when you were a child, and how can you look at healing that? And I think you've gone through lessons. I think you already have gone through lessons about this. It could be also childhood friends. You went through a painful, like you may have been best friends with someone and they really hurt you. I mean, and I feel like there was a lot of, like what happens when we have a wounding when we're a child is that we continue to get that wounding over our life, because when we have a pattern, let's say I believe that all my friends will abandon me. What's going to happen is that, so our brain's going to try to keep us safe, and it's always going to look for, how are you abandoning me? So when you don't text me back, you're abandoning me. And when you don't open the car door, you're abandoning me. And you're going to look for that your brain looks for information to reinforce whatever beliefs we have. So it's important. I think one of the lessons you're learning are, what are my beliefs? Where do they come from? Why are they there? How do I reinforce those beliefs, and how does it affect my relationships? And how can I heal the root wound so that I don't have this core belief, right? This is really, what I'm seeing here is very reminiscent of core beliefs, as in the lessons and the secrets that are being revealed is your core beliefs. It's like, what are my core beliefs? And if you are just starting on this, it can be very overwhelming. It can be very, very overwhelming to start and look at your core beliefs, because it's a very great source of pain, and the ego wants us not to look at it because it's like, no, we're fine. No, we're good. We don't need to look at that. But it's causing pain. And I think that it's caused you pain. And I think that some of you are at different places than the others of you. I think some of you have done this lesson over and over and over again and are kind of getting into like you're getting like, it's almost like we have the lesson, and in the beginning it can be big, and then we have little lessons along the way, and then at the end we might have another big one or a little one, but it starts to feel final. It starts to feel like we're figuring it out. And some of you are at the beginning, and some of you are having another lesson come up that's kind of reminiscent of maybe towards an ending. I'm not saying we heal completely from this, because I think it's a lifelong thing. All healing is a lifelong thing. I think it's easy to get stuck on like, I'm going to cross a finish line one day and I'm never going to have to heal this again, or I'm never going to have this wounding. And I think the more self-aware you are, I think another thing that's coming, and another lesson and a secret that's being revealed, is that you're very self-aware. You guys are very self-aware. I think with how self-aware you are, there is still so much subconsciously that's going on because of how many water cards we have and how much the water element and the moon comes up. I mean, that's all reminiscent of subconscious activity. And I think you guys are extremely, extremely self-aware. So I think the fact that we have so much subconscious activity going on, it's reminiscent of things that are needing to come up to be healed, things that have really been, things that have happened to you that have been very, very, very painful, that may have been buried, and spiritual gifts. Because when we heal our pain and our wounding, our spiritual gifts start to come alive and become stronger. Because when this is kind of what I'm getting, when we're younger, let's say that we're in a really bad household and we don't feel safe, we don't feel like we can be ourselves, we can't stand in our own personal power. Those are like the first three chakras. Like there's the root, which is groundedness and feeling safe in your own body. There's a sacral, which is about sexuality and about creativity. And then we have a solar plexus, which is all about personal power. And if you couldn't be in those chakras because you weren't allowed to be, because of the parents or whatever, you just weren't allowed, and you couldn't because it was too painful, and you couldn't be in your body because it was too painful, then what happens is that we start to rely on our upper chakras, which are the third eye, and the crown, and even our heart and stuff like that. We rely on those chakras more, and we may be in fantasy a lot to escape the pain we're in. We may need to use our intuition extremely, extremely well because we're trying to figure out what's going to happen next so that something bad doesn't happen to us, right? So what you do is you really extremely work on those, and without realizing it, was subconsciously we really, really rely on those chakras. And so when you start to heal the lower chakras, what happens is you have a full alignment, and you move up into your upper chakras, and you've already really created this strong upper chakras. And so when you create strength in your lower chakras by doing the healing that's required, or the healing that you want to do, then what happens is that everything becomes aligned, and then the third eye and your crown and stuff explodes because you already have that. It needs to be copacetic. And so it's just really interesting. And I think that another thing that's being revealed is your spiritual gifts. And I think that's kind of like a side point, though. I don't think that's the main thing that's going on. I think that that's something that is like a bonus kind of. But what I really do feel here, you guys, is that what's being revealed and what lessons are being learned and what secrets are being revealed are your wounding. And I know it's kind of anticlimactic. It's like, oh my God, my wounding, that's what the secrets is being revealed. I want something better. Like, I get it. I get it. But when we have this stuff come up and we heal it, what it leads to is infinite possibilities, joy, relief, freedom, and the ability to love yourself and be in your power. And then when that happens, you create these beautiful relationships, and you believe in yourself, so your finances get better and your relationships get better, and you feel much more safe inside your own body. And when you feel safe inside your body, there's nothing that can go on around you that can knock you off your safety and your anchor inside yourself. Yes, when shit happens, I'm not saying it doesn't cause responses and it doesn't cause you to feel like you're not grounded. But if you've done a lot of the healing to create this strength inside yourself, then stuff can happen and you're not going to implode or explode and not going to ruin your life because of it. Because that's what I did. Like when I had shit go on, I was already so in pain. I would lash out or use behaviors to cope or go into addiction or whatever I did, right? And it was causing me more pain and more pain and more pain. So when you heal and you find the strength in yourself, you don't have to act out anymore, and you know the tools you need, and you know how to take care of yourself, and you know how to move through it. And then when you move through it, you feel really good about yourself, and there's something that is created, that satisfaction, that beauty of, I did this. I do hard things. I did this. I know I can get through anything, and that feeling is worth more than anything else in the world. You know what I mean? It's very this is really hard to go through. So I just want to validate you guys for a second. Having this stuff come up, having so much subconscious wounding come up, is one of the most painful things I think that we can go through, other than actually going through it, right? But it's like the patterns of it coming up is really painful, and the lessons that come up that are really painful. But once you see that it's there and can work on it and move through it, you become so much more grounded and free in your own way. And it's really worth it. It's worth it to face it. Like, I think a lot of us have been taught that we need to suppress, avoid, because our brain does that automatically. It always is seeking pleasure and avoiding pain. And so what happens is that we'll use certain things. We'll use social media, we'll use addiction, or we'll use food, or we'll use lovers, or whatever. We'll use whatever to get out of the pain. But what happens is that pain doesn't go away. It just gets suppressed even more into your body. And then it comes out in all these behaviors. And it's almost like a really vicious cycle that happens. And so when you free yourself from the wounding, you free yourself from all the behaviors and the pain that comes after it, and facing it is painful. I'm not saying it's not. It's extremely painful, but it's almost like healing. The healing, you get pain, right? You scratch your knee, right? You hurt your knee and it's bleeding, and instead of picking at it, we heal it. We put Neosporin on it, and we put a Band-Aid on it, and it's the healing pain. It's a healing pain. It's a different type of pain than running from it. Trust me, suppressing pain, I have done this my whole life. I have done this for so long, suppressing my pain. I didn't know any other way. And that's the thing. It's like no one else knows another way until you start getting into therapy or whatever spiritual healing, whatever healing that you feel most called to, because it's different for everyone. Everyone has different ways of healing. When you move into the healing, that pain, it's a different type of pain. It's like a healing pain. And there's this knowing that you're doing what you need to do to be okay with yourself, and you are healing. This knowing that you are healing is so freeing. I know that I'm healing, and I know that I'm getting better, and yes, I may have behaviors come up, but the shame, it's not as loud, because you know that you're doing what you need to do to be okay with yourself. You know you're doing what you need to do to love yourself, and you know that you're having the courage and the bravery to face what's extremely painful, which most people can't do. So it's like really gorgeous and beautiful. Okay, so I wanted to use the tarot to see any other secrets being revealed for pile 1. So we have the 8 of Pentacles, okay. You may be getting a new job of some type or building a business, and a secret that's being revealed is that also when you do this healing, when you look at the stuff that you've been through and you choose to heal, like I said before, your business is you're going to have more confidence in yourself and more of an ability to work on the things. You grow your tolerance for pain. Like when we are in a lot of pain and haven't healed our wounds, we don't have a very good tolerance for moving and putting ourselves out there or getting through things, or we don't have a tolerance. So when you start healing, you start also building your tolerance to go through these hard things. And for me, one of the hard things was doing this, like building a business or doing tarot cards. Or it wasn't really about the business part. It was more about being seen in the world. And that was another wound I had to work on. But I built my tolerance for being seen in the world. I'm still building it, guys. I still have a hard time going into, I need community, right? Like me personally, I need community. I know that if I don't have community, I could get high, or I could really I get lonely and isolate really well, And so when I'm still working on putting myself out there into like community, into trying to find new communities on Meetup or wherever, trying to find spiritual groups, trying to find my people, right? And I have to build my tolerance, and I do that like super slow, right? Like I'm like, okay, like last year I was working on this and I went to like one thing, and then I didn't go for a couple months. Then I know it's very slow because my tolerance was so low to just even putting myself out there. And but I did work enough to finally be able to do these readings, which I wasn't able to do for months and months and months and months. And it's like, I see the same thing for you guys. It's like, the more you build tolerance and heal your wounding, wherever it is, whatever it's about, and this could be about building a business or building a skill or going after passion projects, kind of, is what I'm getting. And the more you build the tolerance for in healing, you're going to build more tolerance in doing the things that you want to do. And so I see that with the Eight of Pentacles. That's something you're doing. Okay, we've got the Hermit. I just talked about isolation. That's so funny. The Hermit in reverse. Yeah, I think this is kind of what I was just talking about. That's so interesting. I feel like you guys may have a hard time putting yourself out in the world like I do. And one of the things that's being revealed is that when you heal and you look at the subconscious stuff that's happening and you look at the wounds you have, that's going to give you the what's it called? Not being uncomfortable, but like the courage to walk through the fear, because it's not, you can't courage without fear. The courage to walk through the fear, to put yourself out there. Because the Hermit in reverse is basically about loneliness and isolation. And I think that you've probably dealt with loneliness and isolation for a lot of your life, and you're learning about how to put yourself out there because you're working on the wounding that you have around that. Because the reason that we feel afraid if we have unbearable fear about something, let's say, like, most people can go out to eat at night with friends, or most people can go put themselves in a new group and be fine. If you have an unreasonable fear, then usually that means that sometime when you were a child, you were shunned, or you were rejected, or you were really hurt by a group of people. And so you have a hard time putting yourself in a group of people for a very good reason, because your brain's trying to keep you safe. And so that's what this is talking about. A secret that's being revealed is that this is not always going to be a thing for you guys. When you work on when you heal, I say this so many times, I've said this so many times in this video, but when you work on the healing and work on your wounding, you're going to be able to put yourself out there more, work on the skills you need to. Let's see what else. One more. And become the star. See, guys? I'm telling you, that's what I basically talked about. This the whole reading is basically becoming the star, becoming your own star, but also like having your dreams and desires come true, and being able to put, look at this. So this woman is putting her foot into the river. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to put it super close. She has 1 foot in the river and 1 foot out. And I feel like for this specific reading, it's about putting 1 foot in to the subconscious and the healing, and keeping 1 foot out, and figuring out how to balance the healing and the keeping yourself grounded in the real world. Like, balance the healing and balance the material world as well. Or also balance the spirituality and the gifts you have, and being in the spiritual world, and balancing being grounded in the material world. Okay, so for the lessons, we have Page of Pentacles in reverse. We have 9 of Cups. And we have the Tower. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is the Tower for this is the lessons, right? Secrets, lessons. Yeah. The Tower, it's like almost the lesson is not that you're having a tower moment. Some of you may be having a tower moment. But the lesson is that the building of the foundation of your subconscious and the foundation that has been built when you were a child is not something that's sustainable. And the lesson is that you need to create, but if you want to create more stability, it's working on the stable foundation of you, and the stable foundation of who you are, and the stable foundation of how to love yourself better, and how to create better relationships because you love yourself better. And we have Page of Pentacles in reverse, which is, I'm trying to see if this is another person or not, if it's you. I think that you're learning about how to create better goals for yourself. I think you may have had a lack of being able to move forward with any of your goals, like I talked about up here, because you didn't believe in yourself. And I think what's being created, one of the lessons that is being learned, is how to have better goals, how to have more structure, how to have a plan. And this is going really slow, guys. Like, I'm not talking about like, let's create a goal list for your future right now and do everything that it says. It's like, what's one goal that's super small? Like, it says like I+1. Someone talked to me. I don't know if you guys might have heard me talk about I+1. I learned about it from a facilitator in the group therapy that I was at. And he talks about I+1 is like when you have depression and you can't get out of bed every day. I+1 is not going outside. We always think it's like, let's just put yourself out there. That's what people say when you're in depression. I+1 is basically the next day after you stay in bed all day is getting out of bed and putting one foot on the floor and getting back into bed the whole day. The second day, it's about putting both feet on the floor and then getting back into bed. The third day is like walking to the dresser. And then the fourth day is like walking to the bathroom. And then the fifth day is like walking to the bathroom and turning on the shower but not getting in the shower. The sixth day is like walking into the bathroom and putting on the shower and actually getting in the shower. It's like, how can we do that with goals? And how can we give ourselves permission to go as slow as we want? Because I think the more that we put pressure on ourselves and the more we make it like our goals so high, something that's so hard and unattainable, we feel like we fail. And that's not true, but it's just the way our brains work. So how can you create I+1 with a goal you want? And make it so small. Make it just one tiny, I don't want you to shift like this. I want you to shift just like this, just a little bit. And the 9 of Cups, right? The 9 of Cups is all about wishes coming true and realizing your dreams. And I'm telling you that breaking down of your foundation, finding a way to give yourself super small I+1 goals and go so slow. Give yourself as much grace as possible. The more grace and love you give yourself, the more the 9 of Cups is going to happen. We always think that it's like I just said, we have to do everything we want to do and we have to do it at 150%. How can we give ourselves the grace to go as slow as we need to go, but also making sure that we take a tiny step? I think that's what's going to be very helpful for you guys. Okay, so I wanted to pull I think this is the Oracle of Hidden Depths. I just wanted to pull 2 or 3 cards to see anything else we need to see for pile 1. So we've got the Secret, the Unknown, Mysteries, and Wonders. I love this card, is so beautiful. The Unknown, Mysteries, and Wonders. This is what I'm saying. The more of the unknown, more of the mystery, more of the wonders. I think that's what I'm saying. It's all about the subconscious. We've got Tree of Souls, Collective Wisdom, Kinship Group, and Library. I think one of the things coming in for you could be your soul family very soon. Look at the purple in these cards, guys. Your crown chakra is very strong. Okay, and then we've got Blue, which is Mountain Goddess, High Vibration. Can you see that? High Vibration, Mindfulness, and Power of the Mind. I think this is you basically elevating your vibration. This is about climbing the mountain. Your guys are climbing the mountain right now, and it's so hard to climb the mountain, but you're going to reach the top of the mountain, and then you're going to find another mountain. But when you reach the top of the mountain, the gifts and the beauty and the blessings of healing, all of this stuff is going to be stuff of your wildest dreams. I'm not even joking you. Just having the inner safety in myself, I don't feel like I'm going to die anymore. I don't feel like I'm going to lose everything and die. Like, literally, that's how my life was going. I was an addict, and I was doing all these things and having all these behaviors, and I didn't have the anchor in myself. I hated myself. I really, truly hated myself, you guys. No joke. And when I started healing this stuff, I didn't hate myself anymore, and I found that loving myself was the most comforting and beautiful thing I could ever do. And my life has changed so much because of it. My relationships have gotten so much better. My business is actually like happening. Like, guys, I'm actually able to do this. Just being able to do it, I'm so grateful. Like, for me, it's not about, yes, I would love more followers, and yes, I would love to make money. But at this point, I'm just happy that I get to help people right now. Like, I'm just happy that I'm getting to speak to people and do this and have the courage to do it, because it does take courage, and it took me a lot of, I felt so much fear putting myself out there, and yeah, it just took a lot, and I'm just happy that I can even put a video out, because I still before this was super anxiety ridden, like, I don't know if I can do this. Every video I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. And I have to work through that fear to put myself out there to be seen, because I've been so hurt in the past. And I think you guys have too. And so I think just, you can do this. I believe in you. You're not alone. You guys are on the right path. You're doing everything you need to be doing. You're on the mountain. You're going to find your soul family soon. You're learning about the secrets of your subconscious, and you're looking at your wounding and you're healing it. And there's really nothing, I think that that's basically like all there is, you know, and I think that that's all that is important, is what you're doing is so important. It's so fated. And I just want to give you guys some serious props. And also this was longer than I meant for it to be, but I really felt like it's important that I said all this. And so I think that's all I have for you guys today though, but I'm with you. You're not alone. Leave a comment in the comment section if you want. Like and subscribe if you can, and I will see you guys next time. Hi, Pal 2. Welcome to your reading. So today we're looking at what secrets or lessons are being revealed. So for your secrets we have here, and lessons we have here, or lesson and secret. So for your secret we have, I don't know if you can see this, it's so hard to see. It says abandon. And then we have the seeker, go outside. It's time to go outside. Tune into the powerful peace of nature wherever you are and feel at one with your habitat. We have 13 Aries I am. We have 6 cosmic womb, the divine feminine, and 14 truth be told. So for your secret, we have cloak, and we have manifest, moon energy, surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, that's interesting that I said confined. This fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you the peace of mind is possible. We have Pluto transformation, 11. We have 4 caterpillar opportunity, and we have 39 new life. So for your secret that's being revealed, there's something that's fast-paced moving. Aries, and this card is really sticking out to me, this Aries I am card. This it really is. And it's all about fast movement creation. It's about movement by force almost. Like weaponry, warrior energy. That's kind of what I'm getting. Maybe one of the secrets that's being revealed is that you're finding your warrior energy and you're seeking it. I feel like you're seeking this. You're seeking your power. And I'm not talking about like ego power. I'm talking about like healthy, strong power. And it's interesting because we have the cosmic wound, the divine feminine, and I feel like Aries is masculine energy at least. And it's so red too, which is also root chakra, but it's also passion. I feel like you are realizing how to balance masculine and feminine energy. It's interesting they're together. I feel like one of the secrets that's being revealed is that your ability to be in both the divine feminine and the divine masculine energy. And I'm seeing something. There's something here, and it's hard for me to see. There's some truth that's coming to light. I don't think it's come to light yet, which is why it's hard for me to see it. I think one of the truths that's coming to light is that you're figuring out how to be in your power and how to use your power and in your creations and how your creations are powerful. Maybe you're starting to come on the beliefs of my creations are powerful, but they're not who I am. I am who I am without what I'm doing. And I am who I am and I'm powerful just because of who I am. I think you're really coming up on the belief of I'm powerful, not because I make a big difference, but because I'm powerful. Period. End of story. And I think you're seeking yourself. Right? It's almost like I'm the seeker card and then there's this woman standing alone. I know it's about go outside, but I think you're seeking yourself. I think one of the secrets that's being revealed is your warrior energy. And then there's this transformation energy down here too. And this is about abandon. I think you're abandoning the old you. I think you're not abandoning the old you, but like you're abandoning your old belief system. It's kind of what I'm getting. You're abandoning your own old belief system, and the secret that's being revealed is your new belief system. You've worked on this though, so it's like you've been seeking it. This is something that you've been seeking, and we have two moon cards as well. And I think you've been, because there's a moon right here. I know that it's not a moon card technically, but there's a moon there, and I think that you guys are really diving into your subconscious. I think you've done a lot of healing. I think that one of the transformational lessons that's being learned is that you're really you've stepped into the healing already, and you're like going through the layers of it, and you're seeing the fruits of your labor as pertaining to your subconscious and how it's moving and how you're able to catch yourself when you're going into old beliefs and how to catch yourself when you're feeling wounded and how to see it all. You're very self-aware And the more healing I think that you've been doing has been creating this, you're already self-aware, but the more healing that you've been doing has been creating even this more self-awareness. And you're able to see all of the moving parts in a way that you may have not been able to see before because your wounding was telling you it was something different. Like maybe you've gotten into a situation where someone's hurt you and someone's hurt you and you've blamed yourself, and you're now able to see when that's happening. Like you're like, oh, I'm blaming myself for this, but it's actually not my fault. And that's what this I Am card's about. You're really stepping into your power. And it's a ram. There's a ram right here. A ram. The animal, the ram. And is that a moon? I believe that's a moon in the background. And you are moving at a high pace speed into the depth of who you are. I think a secret that's being revealed is that you are confident in yourself. You're becoming more confident in yourself, and you're becoming more confident in your masculine power and your ability to say, I don't deserve to be treated like this. And also your feminine power of how do I protect myself and how do I nurture myself and how do I move into this womb energy, right? Because it's interesting because we have the womb energy and this like force energy. It's like, it's very juxtaposition. It's very duality. And I think that maybe one of the secrets that's being revealed is your ability to stand into two things that are the opposite and thrive, and how to hold two thoughts and know that they're opposing thoughts and accept that and figure out how to move forward with both thoughts in your head. It's very, very, very interesting energy. We have two hands here. It's like I just was talking about how to hold two thoughts in your head at one time. And I feel like your hands, you're like holding two opposites at the same time, with the duality of the masculine and the feminine, with two opposing thoughts, with the dark and the light of yourself, with moving forward at a fast pace and learning about how to rest. Like you are in a very dual nature type of energy. It's very powerful energy, you guys, because I think it's when we grow up and when we always are usually better at one energy than another, especially when we're talking about divine masculine and divine feminine. Some of us are better at masculine energy and some of us are better at feminine energy, but you've really done the work to move into, I feel like most of this pile is good at the divine feminine, and no, I don't know. Actually, I don't want to take that back. I feel like you're in this group because you guys are all different. You're one or the other. You're better at one or the other, and you've done a lot of work to work at the one that you aren't as good at and learn how to step into that and learn about which one to use at what times, right? Like when you have somebody that hurts you, are you going to sit in your divine feminine or are you going to sit into your divine masculine? In each situation, you're figuring out how to move forward in a different way than you didn't before, using a different energy, because that energy is what you believe is needed and what is needed for the situation, because you're becoming more self-aware. A secret that's being revealed is that you're now knowing how to use which energy to tailor to whatever situation you need to use, and you're learning about how to move forward that way. And it's creating different circumstances and different outcomes than you've normally had, because you're now learning about what energy fits the situation best. It's very interesting. I'm like, wow, it's very intricate and deep. And I think that you're learning about the power of that, the power of what energy do I need to use here, and how can I do something different, contrary action to what I've done before, and how can I keep myself safe while doing so. That's kind of what I'm getting from the secret. Now, the lesson is very similar as well, because I think that they're very copacetic. Because I think that since you've been really learning about how to step into both energies, it's very copacetic over here too. So for your secret lesson that's being revealed, I said over here confined, which I think is really interesting. I think that maybe you've been in situations that have been confining you, and one of the lessons is that I'm free. I don't need to be in this situation anymore. I am now choosing myself. I am now choosing freedom. I am now choosing to get people that match my energy, because you guys have been doing a lot of transformation. The Pluto transformation card is very transformative. We're in moon energy, and moon energy is very transformative and indicative of moving into your subconscious and using that and looking into that and manifesting. I mean, there's so much going on. I feel like I feel like you're learning multiple lessons. I think you're learning about your manifestation power. I think you're learning about what's cloaked and what's hidden from you in your subconscious and with your relationships. I think you're learning about how to move out of being confined and saying that you deserve freedom and learning about how to move into freedom of yourself and to leave the people behind that don't champion you and that don't make you feel free. I think you're transforming your subconscious, which I kind of said already, but I think you're transforming your life because you're transforming your subconscious and transforming your belief system. I feel like you're getting major opportunities. I feel like you're learning about how to step into the opportunities that you and how to learn how to not trust certain people with certain opportunities and learning what opportunities you actually want and need and choose from a place of what do I want and what do I need. And maybe there's been lessons about that for you as well. And there's this ending and beginning energy. I don't know where the ending energy. I think the energy of ending. Where was the energy of ending? I don't know why I felt like you guys were ending something and moving into something new, but that's really what I kind of felt. There's this new life card, and you're breaking down the foundation of that hasn't worked for you, whatever that foundation is, and you're moving into this new life and new you. And you guys are learning so much. Like, can I just say, the fact that you're learning so many big life lessons at once is really kind of insane. And also the secrets that are being revealed are just the way that you're thinking about things and the way that you're going about your life and the way that what energies, and you're learning about what energies are very helpful and how to stand in the energy and not be not be afraid, but use the fear as a motivator is kind of what I'm getting. It's very evolved energy. And I feel like you guys are the caterpillar turning into a butterfly. And you're the owl and you're the ram in multiple different ways. And then there's another, I think this is a skull of a bull? It's a skull of a bull and we have a ram. I just think you guys have this ability to crush lessons. You guys have this ability, and I'm not saying it's easy. It's really hard. But you guys, in your lessons and the secrets that are being revealed, you guys have very strong fast forward warrior energy. Like, you guys are very warrior in the secrets that are being revealed, but you're also warrior in the transformations that have been happening and the lessons that you've been learning. It's really strong energy, and it's beautiful energy, and you also have this cosmic womb, the divine feminine. It's like you have both. You guys are really learning about both. It's very, very wonderful and beautiful. Where are my tarot cards? Okay, so I wanted to get anything else for the secrets being revealed, Spirit, for pile 2. I'm like just so proud of you guys. We've got 5 of Pentacles. Oop. We've got 2 of Cups in reverse. Get one more. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so 5 of Pentacles. I feel like one of the secrets that's being revealed is where do you feel left out in the cold and why? And is it a wound that's happening, or is it actually one of the people that's in your life that's actually making you feel like that? Because I think that's a question that you guys need to ask. Like, where am I feeling left out in the cold? Who's causing me to feel like this? And are they causing me to feel like this? Can I look at the situation clearly? And is it my wounding, or is it actually the other person? Because I think that it's different for all of you, but it could be the other person. You may be blaming yourself. And that's kind of what I was talking about already, is that you're not blaming yourself. I don't know if I said this exactly, but you're not blaming yourself for relationships falling apart as much as you used to. You're seeing clearly the other person, and your wounding is not getting in the way and telling you that it's you. It may for a minute, but you're coming to the realization, I think, what a secret that's being revealed is you're coming to a realization that you are not always the one that makes you feel left out in the cold. There are people that are making you feel left out in the cold, and do you really want them in your life? And you deserve better than that. That's kind of what I'm getting. And this is about separation, rejection, and division. And I think this is also about the same thing. What people make you feel safe, and what people are making you feel rejected? That's kind of what I'm getting. And a secret that's being revealed maybe is there are people that are making you feel isolated and alone and separated and rejected, and it's not your fault. And you don't deserve that. And this I am Ram warrior energy is, I don't deserve that shit. You don't get to do this to me anymore. I don't want people in my life that do this to me. And it's not me that's the problem. I have integrity. I know who I am. I know that this is not me. And it fucking hurts still. Because it does. It's not cool when people hurt us. And you're maybe learning a lesson of like, this hurts, but I know better now. I don't need to have this relationship. I'm going to start trusting myself more. I think that's another secret that's being revealed, is like finally fully being like, I need to listen to the red flags that are coming up. I need to trust myself in the beginning when this happens and just cut them out of my life and not worry about, if I did something wrong. Because if you have a red flag, even if it's a small one, even if you have no evidence to say that this person's a piece of shit, you're learning about how to be like, I don't want them in my life anyways. Because if there's even one little red flag, usually what I think you've been learning is that the little red flags always lead up to something, and then you always end up getting hurt. And I think that you're learning about how to listen to those little red flags that come up right away and not be apologetic if you don't know the full story, but you don't want to find out, because you know that there are people that will hurt you, and you know that there are people that won't give you red flags or that won't, treat you like shit. And then it leads to the 9 of Pentacles, which is all about independence, success, hard work, profit, wealth, rewards, thriving, freedom. Like you're gaining freedom in your business, but you're also gaining freedom in yourself because of this I am energy, and I'm not taking any more shit, and not blaming yourself, because I really get the sense here, you guys, that you guys blame yourself a lot more than you should, and that you're not usually the problem in these relationships is kind of what I'm getting. I really, really, really am. Okay, so for the lessons, we have Page of Swords in reverse. We have the Magician. This is very, like, the Magician's all about reinvention, and I really feel like you guys are reinventing yourself in such a way that is so big and transformative. And then we have Page of Swords in reverse, and I think this is about, one of the lessons I think that you guys have been learning is about how to find the ideas that make you feel good and put that effort towards those ideas. I feel like you may have dealt with a lack of planning before, but one of the lessons that you've learned is, how do I plan better? How do I have better structure? How do I discern better? How do I create a plan and stick to it? It's kind of what I'm getting. And I feel like this is more past energy though, you guys. This is like way more past energy about like, you may have felt like you've been scattered or head in the clouds, and you've learned this lesson is kind of what I'm getting. Some of you might not have, and you're just beginning or learning how to become more structured. And then we have the Devil in reverse. I said confined, and I'm really feeling like there definitely are people that you're breaking free from. This is overcoming addiction and having independence and freedom. This is what this Devil card means. And I feel like you guys are really gaining freedom and breaking free from the chains that you've put on yourself and that others have put on you and that others want to put on you. I think other people get really jealous and want to confine you and want to trap you and want to take your power from you. And I feel like one of the lessons that you've been learning is like, fuck that. No, I know my power. You don't get to have it right now. You don't get to have it ever. That's kind of what I'm getting. So, okay. I wanted to get some, sorry guys. I wanted to get some the Hidden World Oracle. It's kind of like more about just an ending of this reading. We've got the Crystal Path, Mineral Spirits, Crystal Beings. I think this is talking about you're on the right path, your path is illuminated, and you're gonna find crystals along the way, which I feel like are little nuggets of wisdom. Like, you guys are on the right path, and the path is lined with beauty and crystals and nuggets of wisdom, and it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but I am saying that the path that you're on leads you to something really beautiful, and along the way you find all these little beautiful things, people, relationships, finances, a house, I don't know, I'm just seeing a bunch of things. And wisdom, mostly just wisdom though, like little nuggets of wisdom, and you guys are very wise, and so I think you're just continually evolving and seeking more of this beautiful wisdom. We have the Secret of Camelot, the Authority of Spirit. I think you're learning about the secret of spirituality or what it means to you. I feel like you're learning about the secret of how to create safety for yourself, but also how to create a safe environment for you to thrive in. You're learning about what that looks like, what that is. Then we have the Spirit of Spring, freedom. I just said freedom, dude. I said freedom so many times. Freedom, action, and power. I think if I could sum up this reading, it would be this card: freedom, action, and power. You guys are learning about how to take action. You're learning about how to be free in yourself and with others in your environment. And you're learning about your personal power, how to stand in your power, how to not let other people take your power, how to find people that respect your power and have their own power, and then how you guys create something beautiful together, and how to work through hard things and find your power in the end. That's kind of what I'm getting. So I think you guys are doing amazing. I just want to say that you guys have been treated like shit, I kind of feel like, by a lot of people, and you don't deserve it. But the important thing is that you guys are realizing you don't deserve it, and you guys are saying you don't deserve it. And it doesn't matter what I say. If you believe you don't deserve it, which you don't, that's all you need. You're going to gain better relationships. You're going to cut out the people that don't belong. And you're learning about all the intricacies and all the freaking pit stops you have to make to get there. But you're doing such a good job. So, okay, I hope you guys like my reading. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. So today we're looking at what secrets and lessons are being revealed. So I had secrets here and lessons here. So we have portal for your secret. Like, look how gorgeous that is, just for a second. We have the pillar. We have light. The fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. We have 40 water element sensing. We have 64 Woodwives adaptability. We have 9 Treasure Island. So for your lesson that's being learned, we have flow. This is flow, right? Flow. We have release. We have journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you are ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. We have 22 Capricorn IUs. We have 15 Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. And we have 18 Serendipity. So I really feel like you guys are moving into a time of great, like, beauty and ease a little bit more. I feel like you guys have just gone through a massive healing thing. I feel like you guys have done something. Like, you've moved out of a lot of darkness just recently. Like, I feel like there was a lot of darkness and you were in it and you were working on it and you were, like, moving in it. And now you are kind of on your way out. It's always ebb and flow, right? We get a darkness period and then we go into the light, and then we have a darkness period, then we go into the light, and then it's over and over and over and over again. And I feel like you guys have done a lot of work, a lot of healing on something that was subconscious, some belief system, something. You've done a lot of work somewhere on something, and you've created this pillar of strength. A secret that's being revealed is this portal card, which is about spirituality, yes, but also about moving into a new place. And I think it's because you created this pillar for yourself, this pillar of yourself. You've created this strength because of this healing that you just did. You just went through a massive lesson of some type where you were standing in your power, learning how to stand in your power, learning how to love yourself, learning about how to create better relationships, kind of. And now one of the secrets that's being revealed is the gifts that have come from that beautiful lesson. The lesson that you've learned, which is interesting because we have another lesson over here, which is kind of similar in energy a little bit, but you've learned something. You've learned your power, how to stand in your own strength, and you're moving into the light right now because you've done so much work on your darkness, and you've done so much work on this water element sensing card's all about, I feel like, working on your subconscious and working on the hidden depths of, like, stuff that's been bothering you, that be belief systems, woundings, whatever. And your secret that's being revealed is your adaptability and strength that you've used to move through these lessons that you've been learning. And a secret that's being revealed is your strength. And this treasure island. And I think this treasure island's all about the gifts that have come from facing your darkness and the adaptability of your courage to walk through your fears and to stand in your power. I mean, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous energy, you guys. You are this pillar of strength. That's a secret that's being revealed. You are beginning to believe that you're a pillar of strength. You're beginning to believe that you have the ability and adaptability to walk through whatever it is. You are beginning to believe that you deserve good things. You're beginning to believe that things are going to go better for you. I don't know why the manifestation card keeps coming in my head. We don't even have a manifestation card, but because you've worked on your negative beliefs, you're now learning about how to cultivate positive beliefs and use that towards manifestation powers, is kind of what I'm getting. Sorry to pause because my daughter was downstairs saying she wanted to get a tan because it's sunny outside, but it's freezing. Anyways, so I feel like you guys are finding the joy in your life. I feel like you guys are but I feel like you guys are finding the light, finding the joy, finding the fun, finding what makes you feel alive. And it's because you've done the work, and because you're realizing I can rely on myself to get through hard things. I know how to do it. I can make it through anything. I just have to figure out how to hold on to myself. I just got to figure out how to find my inner power, to find my strength, and to understand that just because hard things happen doesn't mean that I'm not going to make it. Just because feelings are very overwhelming doesn't mean I'm not going to get through them. Just because feelings last sometimes doesn't mean they're never going to end. It's like you're coming up on all these beliefs you may have had in the past that have been with you since maybe birth or since young childhood, and you've done the work to work on those beliefs, and now you're finding the joys and the love and the light and the relief and the freedom of being free from those beliefs. That's what I'm seeing. And then for the lesson that you're learning, it's about releasing things that cause you stagnation, figuring out how to get out of the stuck energy. You guys have learned the lesson of how to get out of energy that is stuck, energy where you feel frozen, where you can't move forward. You're learning about how to flow better. You're learning about how to, when you get stuck by something, how do I love myself and not judge myself for where I'm at? How do I accept where I'm at, and how do I take small steps to move forward? And how do I understand that this is a journey and not a destination? You're learning the lesson of there's always a mountain to climb, and we all think that we're going to get to the top of the mountain and then we're going to be like, it's finished, we made it, right? But what happens is you look up and you see another mountain. And you're learning about how this is a never-ending journey of ups and downs, how this is a never-ending journey of lessons that we're always going to learn, secrets that are always going to be revealed, wounds that are always going to need to be healed. It's like, and you're in this Capricorn energy, which is very practical and very resourceful. I feel like you may have Capricorn in your chart a lot. Actually, you may not. You don't have to. And Cancer up here as well. But I feel like you're learning about how do I get the resources that I need? How do I make baby steps towards those resources? How do I put myself in a community? How do I take baby steps to putting myself more in a community? How do I take baby steps to healing certain things that I haven't healed yet or I haven't looked at as much as other things? How do I find the resources to move out of stagnation? How do I talk about how I feel? I mean, it's like you guys are learning massive lessons. And the serendipity card is all about, like, Treasure Island and serendipity are very similar. Serendipity is about like finding the peace and and reaching new heights, kind of, and the grace. And you guys are really learning so much about how to find your inner calm and your inner peace, and find your serendipity, and find your treasure island, and what do I want my life to look like? Who do I want in my life? How do I keep looking at myself, but how do I also gain a footing in the material world? How do I figure out how to be grounded? How do I figure out how to continually release? And how do I figure out how to be continually in flow? And when I'm not in flow, how do I get out of the stagnation? How do I get out of the static? It's really beautiful, gorgeous energy, and you guys should be very proud of yourself. This is very evolved energy, and I see very beautiful things coming towards you because you've chosen to. You just went through something really big. I don't know what it is, but I think it was a big lesson. Somehow the lesson taught you, I am strong, I'm resilient, I'm powerful, I am who I am, and I don't need to do anything to deserve wonderful good things. And I am healing. Those are like kind of the things that I feel like that are the most prominent. And you are learning about how to be more in Capricorn energy, which is very practical, step by step. Take it slow, but also take baby steps. How do I shift just a little bit? How do I shift? It's a slow rebirth and a slow renewal. You guys are going through a rebirth, but you haven't catapulted yourself there. You may have had catapulting lessons, but You didn't catapult, lessons that are felt like catapults, but you are not catapulting yourself and barreling through shit. You're taking it slow and you're moving out of your comfort zone very slow, and it's very smart and wise energy. It's very wise to move slow. I think we always feel like we should be over here somewhere, but you're learning about, I'm okay to be where I'm at. I'm okay with where I'm at. I don't have to be over here to be okay. I know that I'm wherever I am is okay. And you're finding the safety and the comfort in that statement. Wherever I am, it's okay. It's okay. Because I'm strong and I know that I'm going to get through this, and I know that I know how to move through this, and I know that I'm a good person. I know that I deserve good things. I know that I am powerful. I know that I make a big difference. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to be anywhere else than where I am. And you're maybe learning about not comparing yourself to other people. You're learning about, I don't need to be that person to be good enough. I don't need to have the nice car or the nice shoes or the perfect relationship to be amazing. I don't have to do any of that to be amazing. I am who I am. I don't need anyone to make me feel better. I'm having deja vu so bad right now, you guys. I'm like, it's kind of insane. I don't know why. Maybe you're having a lot of synchronicities and a lot of deja vu. I think that that's just showing you that you're on the right path. Like, you guys are on the right path because you are always continually looking. This upside down triangle really is reminiscent for me. When I asked about what an upside down triangle means, my intuition told me and spirit told me that it's like looking inside at your inner world and looking deep inside yourself. And the more that you look deep inside yourself and choose to face what's going on with you and choose to face what lessons you need to learn, which you guys, maybe another thing that's being revealed in another lesson is that you are a person that chooses to look at what needs to be learned. You are a person that goes headfirst into, what do I need to do to be better for myself and others? And I don't know what's more gorgeous than that. And it's really all you need to thrive. What do I need to do to love myself better? What do I need to do to stand in my power better? What do I need to do to have better relationships? That's what you need to thrive. Willingness, openness, and understanding, and the ability to look at yourself. That's what you need. Okay. Whoops. I was about to go to the ending part. Okay, Spirit, can you give me some tarot on what other secrets are being revealed for pile 3? Let's see. We've got 2 of Pentacles, and we've got Page of Cups in reverse. Hold on. I'm getting all discombobulated. Okay. And we've got the Fool. There's another new beginning. That's interesting. Okay, so we've got 2 Pentacles. And 2 Pentacles is about balancing resources, which we talked about right here with I using Capricorn. A secret that's being revealed is maybe more resources for you, but also how to be flexible and how to balance resources better. That's a secret that's being revealed. You're becoming better at balancing everything, kind of, is what I'm getting, but also resources. And we have Page of Cups in reverse. This is about really looking at childhood issues. This is what this is about. And you guys have been, a secret that's being revealed is childhood issues. And maybe broken dreams or abuse of some type. I think that you guys have done a lot of healing on looking at your childhood issues, and a secret that's being revealed may be things that have been hidden. And I think this is more past energy, but it could, for some of you, be something that you're looking at right now, childhood issues, and you're facing your pain, and that's what this card's about. And then we have this new beginning, and this new beginning is all about, because of this work you've done, you're in a new beginning, which is Treasure Island and Serendipity is your new beginning. That's kind of what I'm getting. All right, for the lessons. Ooh, okay. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that, guys. Wheel of Fortune. This is fate. This is very fated. What you guys are doing is extremely fated, and it's destiny. You guys are following your destiny, and I think you guys know this. We've got, you guys are the Queen of Wands. This is like really strongly. Strong, courageous, passionate, funny, vivacious. So you're learning about how to be in the Queen of Wands as well. How to stand in your power, how to be passionate, courageous, how to champion yourself, how you know that this is destiny. You know what you're doing is so important. This feels very big. It's a very big energy. It's very transformative. It's very big. And you know that it's your destiny. Whatever you're doing, however you're moving, the lessons that you're learning are very destiny oriented, feel very destined. And these lessons, you've put these lessons in place for yourself to learn. And you guys are doing a great job. You guys are the Queen of Wands. You're strong. You're looking at it. You're not giving into your fear, but the fear's there. It's not like the fear's not there. You're just learning about how to move through the fear and keep going. Oh, well, we have a Knight of Wands. That's interesting. Knight of Wands. Interesting. There could be a Knight of Wands coming in for you, or a Queen of Wands. I might have got the energy. I might have been reading. Some of you are the Queen of Wands. Some of you could also be the Queen of Wands and have the Knight of Wands coming in. That's kind of what I'm getting mostly, actually. And there's some type of fast-moving person that is coming into your life to teach you a lesson, or that has taught you a lesson, that has helped you. This Knight of Wands may have helped you become the Queen of Wands. You may have this might be the lesson that you guys have just learned, or it could be a lesson that's being revealed right now. Is that there's somebody that's in your life, or has been in your life, or will be in your life, that is passionate and energetic and confident, and teaching you how to be more passionate, confident, and energetic, or you're teaching them how to do this, because Queen of Wands is in a higher energy than Knight of Wands. So it could be different for all of you. It's a little bit all over the place, but I think that's because it just depends on where you're at in the journey, and I think that's why it's different. I want to get one more tarot card for secrets being revealed. Lesson being revealed. We've got Ace of Cups. Yeah. This is okay. Yeah. Ace of Cups is love, new relationship, compassion, and creativity. So this Ace of Cups could be a soulmate connection coming in for you guys. A lesson could be, maybe one of the lessons you're learning is about what you do want in a relationship with a significant person, what you deserve in a relationship. That since you're in this energy of evolved and in transformation, and you now are knowing what you deserve, you could be bringing in a Knight of Wands or a Queen of Wands. You could be bringing in a soulmate connection, or a significant friendship, or something that's a significant relationship is coming in because you've learned a lesson. Sorry, it took me a minute to get there, guys. And it's fated in destiny. Because you guys have learned this lesson of what you deserve, and how to give yourself what you need, you now know what you want and what you need, and you expect that from that person. Like, I know what I deserve, and if you can't meet me here, then I don't want to be with you. And you're bringing in a new person because of this evolved, higher vibrational place that you're at. That's kind of what I'm getting. It's very interesting, you guys. I'm excited for you. Okay, so I wanted to get 3 Hidden World Oracle cards. I got it. 3 Hidden World Oracle cards. We've got Aurora Garden, beginning, initiate, beginning, and origin. So this is also about this full energy. It's about a new beginning, and it's a beautiful new beginning. It's in a garden, and and look, Treasure Island. I mean, really, guys, you because you guys have crushed and learned these lessons, and you have gone to the hidden depths of who you are and looked at it and faced your pain. You're bringing in a new beginning that is very fruitful, that is very blossoming, that is very full of gifts and treasure and beauty and wonder and meaning. Like, that's what I'm getting. And it's very light reminiscent. Like, all these little lights. I feel like you could also be bringing in a soul family as well. You guys are it's very interesting. I feel like you guys it's almost like you've been sleeping for a lot of your life, and ever since you woke up and decided to heal, you're now awake, and you're like, wow, I'm awake now. I want to live my life, and I want to be alive, and I want to have fun, and I want to have people in my life that make me feel good, and I want to do things that make me happy, and like, it's gorgeous. We have open like the lotus, flower. I just said blossoming, you guys. I just said blossoming. I just said it. I just said blossoming. Oh my God. I said, you're blossoming. And I thought that was a weird thing to say. Like, I literally was like, that's weird that I just said that. And then, of course, we get open like the lotus, flowering, spirit, revelation, and maturity. You guys are blossoming. You guys are blossoming in yourself, with others, in your life, in the material world. You guys are really opening like a flower, and this is also about like that being asleep and coming alive energy. That's kind of what I'm getting. It's gorgeous energy, you guys. We've got Sacred Journey, and this is all about the Destiny card, the Wheel of Fortune. Sacred Journey, Introversion, Seeker. Did we get the Seeker card right here? No, that was my other pile. We got introversion, seeker, and self-knowledge. You guys are on the destiny. You guys are on the destiny. You guys are on the path to you are living your destiny. You are living your life's purpose. You are on the right path. And we have you're turning into yourself to get the answers you need. You're not seeking it outside of yourself anymore. You're seeking it inside. You're seeking knowledge and your intuition from yourself. You're not relying on other people for the answers. You're realizing that you've had all the answers all along, and that the answers are always inside of you, and you're trusting yourself over all others. And that's like another thing that is gorgeous and beautiful, and a lesson that you've been learning. And a secret that's being revealed is you're learning to trust yourself, and you're learning about how to that you have all the answers. You really are learning that you have all the answers, because you guys do. You have all the answers inside. You always have the answers inside, you guys. You guys are the sky. You are not the weather. You're the sky, and you're learning that you're the sky. And it's beautiful. And I'm just so proud of you guys. And just keep doing what you're doing, basically, is all you need to know. And okay. I think that's all I have for you guys today. Like and subscribe. Comment a flower if you guys have pile 3, because I just absolutely love this blossoming lotus. And I like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.